Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here today. So today we're gonna do another unboxing. I know, crazy, I do too many unboxings on this channel, but here's the thing. These books were actually ordered quite some time ago and they have finally arrived. Also, today was a girls' high tea with me and my girlies. We went to a lovely little spot that had an amazing high tea service and hence all the decked out vibes. But just so you guys can see, these are like the brightest freaking pink pants and I am obsessed with these. It just feels so appropriate for a late Valentine's Day. So that is why we are all decked out right now. This is not my usual to do, as you guys know. Normally you're gonna find me in a pair of sweatpants and a crew neck. So that being said, hence all the decoed out vibes. But as many of you may know who have been on this channel before, I love everything about books, and that is usually what I like to post about and usually what I like to talk about. In particular though, I do love collecting my special edition copies, and I feel like there's some online retail stores that just do them beautifully, and one of them happens to be Illumicrate. Now, Illumicrate recently, I have found that there's been a lot of delays with their deliveries. So for example, I had another unboxing recently where I showcased the new books I'd gotten from them, which was the TJ Klune special edition set. And they were supposed to come to me in November of last year and they only made it recently. Well, this shipment literally came out a week later. So it's old orders that are finally coming through, and I'm so glad that they're making it to me, but I'm also very excited to share these with you guys. So with that being said, for those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. My name is Jaya. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and I love all things related to books. So if you're interested in good book reviews, just book recommendations, or you like seeing a crazy book collector and her way of decorating her shelves, then you're definitely in the right spot, because that's what we do here. And for those of you that are returning, thank you so much for being here and for being a part of the reading community. It has been great to be able to talk to you guys and kind of share this love for reading with everybody. So I'm so excited to have this platform to be able to do that and to have such a wonderful group and community that likes the same things, because it's always nice to create that bond with people, if you know what I mean. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we have a couple of different afternight sets. So Illumicrate also has multiple different versions, not versions, genres almost that they do. And so like they have Everlight, they have Afterlight, and then they have one more which I'm blanking on right now. But depending on which type of subscription that you pick, it's like different types of books. So Afterlight tends to be your lighter books, your romances, your happy books, if you will. I believe Evernight or Everlight is the ones that tend to be a little bit more serious and a little bit more fantasy and intense. I think they're also coming out with a dark academia, dark romance one as well. And then they have their classic Illumicrate box too, which is typically like the selection that they pick for their monthly boxes. And in that, I believe they also have a young adult and adult version. I believe the original store was set up in the UK, but they do also have a US store. Outside of that, for the subscriptions, you can purchase books on both regardless of which country you are in. So I am currently living in the United States, but I do order off the UK website all the time, and I do get those books shipped in, and they're absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. English is difficult today. So without further ado, let's talk about the special editions and showcase the beauty. The first one that I ended up picking up was this one. This is Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, and I did actually want to read this in the month of February. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it because it got here a little bit late, but it just feels so perfect for Valentine's. The colors, the vibes, oh, it's so precious. And look at these beautiful painted edges with the lovely hearts going all the way around. And then it says on the back, can you brave the wilderness with your highly suspicious and unfairly cute ex-best friend? So let's read the inside. It's an enemies to lovers kind of book, and it sounds like kind of like Second Chance as well. Bradley Green is pretty much perfect. He's a star football player, manages his OCD well enough, and comes out on top in all his classes, except the ones he shares with Selena Bangura. They used to be best friends until Brad decided he was too cool for conspiracy theory obsessed Celine and abandoned her for the popular kids table. At least that's how Celine sees it. These days, there's nothing between them but insults and academic rivalry. So when Celine signs up for a 2-part survival course in the woods, the last thing she expects is to find Brad right beside her. Forced to work as a team for the chance to win the grand prize, Celine and Bradley must trudge through not just mud and dirt, but their messy past. As this adventure brings them closer together, they start to remember all the good parts of their history, but has too much time passed or just enough to spark a whole new kind of relationship. So I think this one is going to be so cute, and I'm very excited to actually get my teeth into it. It just seems like a lovely palette cleanser. I also love the white spine and the pink finish on the metallic cover, and I love the fact that it's on both the front and the back. And then as far as the interior goes, it is also signed by the author, which is great. And I think that's just so special. And I cannot wait to get my teeth into this book. So well done, Illumicrate. Props have been given. So that's the first one. The next book that I got in this little collection of books would be The Breakup Pact. And again, this felt perfect for Valentine's Day. I just thought this cover is so beautiful. I love the pink and the mint green. This mint green, or like greens in general, tend to be my favorite colors, and I just love this combination. In fact, I'm wearing this combination right now. So like I'm obsessed with like a pink and a, can we just accept, like I'm obsessed with this color. And oh yeah, just me. So I saw this cover and I was like, I must have this version of this book. And the book just sounded so funny. So as far as the cover and the sides, like the cover is in pink and then the painted edges are green. And I just love the little daisies that are on there. No, they are daisies, I'm pretty sure. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then as far as what this book is about, 2 viral breakups, 1 fake relationship, 5 sparkling, heart-pounding dates. June and Levy were best friends as teenagers until the day they weren't. Now June is struggling to make rent on her beachside tea shop. Levy is living a New York cliche as a disillusioned hedge fund manager and failed novelist, and they've barely spoken in years. But after they both experience public humiliating breakups that spread like wildfire online, a photo of them together has the internet convinced they're a couple. With so many people rooting for them, they decide to put aside their rocky past and make a pact to fuel the fire by pretending to date. After all, that will help June's shop stay open and make Levi's ex realize what a mistake she made. All they have to do is convince the world they're in love, one swoon-worthy photo op at a time. Then they can happily go their separate ways with no regrets. Right? Just love it. Love, love, love the vibes of this book. I just think it's going to be so cute and it's going to be so much fun. And I also love the spine of this book and the front cover. So this is the beautiful, beautiful front cover of the book. I love the vibes of this. Definitely like that beachside kind of vibe for me. And I love that. And then the interior is actually the newspaper clipping of the gossip column, which I just thought was so cute. And it's the same thing on the back, which I absolutely adore. And then this is also, I believe, signed by the author. So that's just great too. And it's just so special to have these beautiful special edition copies. So once again, Illumicrate, knocking it out of the park. Love it. The wait for these books is excruciating, but when they finally arrive, it's worth every second of the pain. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so obsessed. So that was the first 2, and these are the 2 only standalones of the new books that I just got. The next set is actually 3 of an author's collections of books. So this is all these 3 books are by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And this book I had heard of because of book club. It was one of the books that was once listed as a possible selection. It did not end up winning, but I've always wanted to read this book because it just sounded so funny. And that would be The Ex-Hex. Now, this book sounds absolutely hilarious. It's basically about 2 enemies to lovers, and let's read the inside. Ever fallen in hate? Shay Goldstein has worked at her Seattle radio station for nearly a decade, but lately she's been constantly clashing with her new colleague, Dominic Yun, who, fresh off a journalism course and convinced he knows everything about radio, is irritating. When the station needs a new concept, Shay proposes the X Talk, where two exes give relationship advice live on air. Given they already despise each other, Shay and Dominic are the perfect co-hosts, even if they're not real exes. Their spiky dynamic is an instant hit, and soon the X Talk is climbing the charts. But when Shay and Dominic start to fall for each other, is this the start of something amazing or the end of their careers? And I thought this sounds really fun too. And we have the basic, and then we have the beautiful printed edges, the painted edges, and I just absolutely love it. The interior of this book is also really beautiful. I love the fact that they did pink on the blue, and I love the fact that it's a metallic finish on the sides as well. And then I love the fact that these books are all signed, which is great. So you do have the lovely author signing her book as well. So I do feel very excited to read this one. I just think we're going to have a whole session in the summer where I just go through all these special edition romance books and read them and then rate and review them, because it just feels like it's going to be perfect for that season and that vibe. The next one is called Weather Girl. And so again, we have the painted edges on just the one side, and it's these beautiful little umbrellas associated with the cover. Then when we open this up, again, this cover is beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful red, and it has a metallic silver finish, and it's basically in the rain. And then this book also has been signed by the author, which is very, very sweet. So this story is he her sunshine on a rainy day? Ari Abrams loves working as a TV meteorologist, but unfortunately her boss is so busy fighting with her ex, who happens to be the station's news director, that there's always a storm brewing inside the newsroom. After a particularly explosive showdown, Ari and shy sports reporter Russell Barringer hatch a plan to get their bosses back together fast. As they work to help the sparring exes fall back in love, Ari finds herself telling Russell things that she always kept hidden, and soon realizes there's more to her quiet calling than meets the eye. It seems like love might have been in front of Ari all along, but will Russell be able to embrace her dark clouds as well as her clear skies? This kind of gave me American Sweetheart vibes. I don't know if anyone's actually watched that movie, but I'm obsessed with that movie. It's like Catherine Zeta-Jones and oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the main guy, but he's so famous, and it's Julia Roberts, and it's a beautiful story. It's so funny, and I absolutely love that movie, and this is definitely giving me those vibes, so I'm excited to hop into this as well and see where this book takes me. And then last but not least, the fifth and final book in the new collection of books that recently arrived is Business or Pleasure, again by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And we have, of course, the painted edges on just the one side, which is the socks, which I thought was so cute. And on the back it says, either of us having feelings for each other would be nothing short of disastrous. So already a great quote to catch you and pull you into the story. So let's see what it's about. Chandler Cohen lies for a living when she accepts her next ghostwriting gig, planning a memoir for cult actor Finnegan Walsh. It should be a dream job. However, Chandler knows him best as something else, her worst ever one-night stand. She's determined to keep things professional, but when she finally admits to Finn that their night together wasn't as mind-blowing as he thought, he's mortified and determined to make amends. So they strike a deal. During the day, they'll work on the book, and at night, she'll school him in the art of satisfaction. As they grow closer, the lines between business and pleasure starts to blur. Can Chandler and Finn have both, or will they have to choose? So again, very, very cute. And I love the fact that all of these books have the contrasting metallic finishes on the front and then the beautiful, beautiful, vibrant colored cover. And I just absolutely love this. And then this book as well has been signed by the lovely author. So that is my haul. Let me know what you guys think of these beautiful special editions. And if you want to hear a review when I'm done with these books, let me know in the comments below. I do plan on reading these books probably a few months from now. March is typically my most likely going to be my thriller month, and I'm really excited for a lot of the thrillers. There are a couple of romance books and a couple of fantasy books that will be thrown into that mix because I have to. I'm dying. I need to read it now. Onyx Storm has been out for a while, and it's still sitting on that shelf, and it still hasn't been read, and it's driving me absolutely insane. So I will be rereading Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm. If you guys want a video on that with all of my reactions, then let me know. I will definitely put that up. I will also do a kind of walkthrough of the 3 different books and why I love them and all these other things and my thoughts on them. And that's actually going to be our book of choice for our book club as well. So it is going to be read for sure next month. And then outside of that, I would also like to try and finish reading Scythe and Sparrow, which is the third and final book in the Ruinous Love trilogy written by Bryn Weaver. And I'm obsessed with those books. And so I can't wait to read Fjorn's storyline because he is honestly one of my favorite brothers of the three brothers. So the first book was Butcher and Blackbird, which I think is my favorite personally. Then we had Lark and Leather, which was about the older brother and his love interest. And then the final book just released. Now all of these characters are very intense characters because they're basically either hitmen or they're serial killers, and it's like a dark romance vibe, but the serial killers only target other serial killers or people that really need to die. So it's a well-written plotline, and it's just funny and it's cute and it's very, very enjoyable. So I'm excited to read those. So those for sure will end up on that March reading list, but I think outside of that we're going to be focusing more on thrillers that are coming out. So I'm excited to read those books and report back to you, and then we'll probably get back into romance in like May and June. Just more happy tones, happy vibes, happy life. Currently, I am still making my way through the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. I have been reading it in reading order, but I do think when I do my review videos, I'll do a selection where the first video is going to be just the Addicted series, because I think Lauren and Lily need their own full-blown video and like talk about those two characters and their romance and their story and what that entire series brings out in terms of emotions, family vibes, found family, all that stuff. And then I will probably do a review on the Calloway sister books separately, although I do understand the series should be read together. I do have feelings about the different stories, and they may not be popular opinion, and I'm going to say that right now. My favorite couple in that series is Lily and Lauren by far, and I know that a lot of people find them the most annoying. So, you know, we'll get into that when those videos come out, but I just wanted to put that out there that those videos will be the ones coming out next. For those of you that made it this far, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and for watching these videos. I put out videos again every Wednesday and Sunday, so if this is your kind of vibe and you love all things books, then you're in the right place. Definitely consider hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell. For those of you that are returning, thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to share all the fun stuff that's coming up. Also, as a heads up, I'm still waiting on a bunch of special edition books to be coming in from orders last year. There have not necessarily been new orders that have been placed, but these are ones that are in the works and need to show up soon. So when those come out, I will also do videos filming those as well. But outside of that, that's about it for this video. So once again, thank you so much for being here. Whether it's morning, evening, or night, wherever you are, have a lovely rest of your day, and all the love to you and your family in this month of love. Bye, guys.